Hello my friends, and welcome. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever felt tired, foggy, or achy just a couple of hours after breakfast? Maybe you eat what you believe is a healthy morning meal, but before long, your energy crashes, your joints feel stiff, and you're already hungry again. If that sounds familiar, you are not alone. Here's the surprising truth. Almost 99% of seniors over 65 are eating a breakfast that is silently damaging their bodies. Foods that look innocent, even healthy, are actually speeding up memory loss, muscle weakness, and blood sugar problems. And the scary part is, most seniors don't even know it's happening. But here's the good news. It's not too late. The damage can be reversed. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how. Together, we'll uncover the 4 worst breakfast foods that are aging you faster, and then I'll share 4 powerful, science-backed foods that can actually heal your body, protect your brain, and keep your muscles strong. So, let's begin with the dangerous foods you'll want to avoid. Let's begin with something that almost every kitchen cupboard has: instant oatmeal packets. At first glance, they look perfectly healthy. The box says things like heart healthy, good source of whole grains, or doctor recommended. Many seniors reach for them in the morning, thinking they're making a smart choice. But the truth is, these little packets may be doing more harm than good, especially if you're over 60. Here's why. When oats are made into instant packets, they go through heavy processing. In simple terms, the grains are broken down so much that they lose their natural fiber and structure. Normally, whole oats digest slowly, giving your body steady energy. But instant oats digest almost instantly. That means as soon as you eat them, your blood sugar rises as if you just drank a can of soda. And it doesn't stop there. Most instant oatmeal packets are flavored: apple cinnamon, maple brown sugar, peaches, and cream. Sounds tasty, right? But the flavor usually comes from loads of added sugar, artificial sweeteners, and something called maltodextrin. Now, maltodextrin is a kind of processed carb that pushes your blood sugar up even faster than table sugar. So, with just 1 packet, you've started your morning with the same blood sugar chaos as eating dessert for breakfast. Here's what happens inside your body. First, your blood sugar spikes very high, very quickly. And next, your body panics and releases insulin to bring that sugar back down. And within an hour or 2, your sugar crashes. You feel tired, shaky, maybe even dizzy. And worst of all, you feel hungrier than before you ate. For seniors, this roller coaster is especially harmful. Over time, repeated spikes and crashes wear down your body's ability to use insulin properly. This can lead to prediabetes or type 2 diabetes. In fact, studies show that seniors who eat high glycemic breakfasts, like instant oatmeal, have inflammation levels that stay elevated for hours after eating. And inflammation is like a slow fire inside the body. It makes your joints ache, weakens your muscles, and even harms your brain cells. Think about it. If you start your day with a fire of inflammation every single morning, what does that mean after weeks, months, or years? It means faster aging, more weakness, more pain, and less independence. And all from something that looks so innocent sitting on your kitchen counter. But don't worry. If you love oatmeal, you don't have to give it up. You just need to prepare it differently. The safer choice is steel-cut oats or whole rolled oats. These take longer to cook, but they digest slowly, giving you steady energy instead of a sugar spike. Here's a tip. Soak them overnight in water or milk, then cook them gently in the morning. Add cinnamon, nuts, or fresh berries for flavor instead of sugar. That way, you get all the benefits of oats: fiber for digestion, steady fuel for your brain, without the hidden dangers. So here's the takeaway. Instant oatmeal packets may look healthy, but they're one of the worst breakfasts a senior can choose. They spike your blood sugar, fuel inflammation, and leave you weaker than when you started. Choose whole, unprocessed oats instead, and your body will thank you with more stable energy, stronger muscles, and a clearer mind. Now let's talk about something that almost every refrigerator seems to have: flavored yogurt cups. They come in those little plastic containers, often with bright colors and tempting flavors like strawberry, blueberry, peach, or vanilla. The packaging makes them look like the perfect healthy breakfast, rich in calcium, full of probiotics, and light enough to feel guilt-free. Doctors and commercials often recommend yogurt, so many seniors grab them daily, believing they're making a smart choice. But here's the truth: most flavored yogurt cups are not the health food they pretend to be. In fact, for seniors over 60, they can be one of the most deceptive and dangerous breakfast choices. Imagine this: you peel back the lid of a fruit-flavored yogurt cup, and it tastes sweet and refreshing. But hidden inside that small container is often more sugar than a candy bar. Some brands pack in as much as 22 grams of added sugar. That's over 5 teaspoons of sugar in just one tiny serving. And remember, this is happening first thing in the morning, when your body is especially sensitive to sugar spikes. Now, why is this such a big deal? When you eat that much sugar at breakfast, your blood sugar rises quickly, just like with instant oatmeal. Then, within an hour or two, it comes crashing down, leaving you tired, irritable, and craving more food. For seniors, these swings are not just uncomfortable, they're dangerous. Repeated sugar spikes damage your blood vessels, increase inflammation, and raise your risk of diabetes and memory loss. But sugar isn't the only problem. Many of these yogurts are filled with artificial flavors, thickening gums, and even food coloring. These additives don't provide any nutrition. Instead, they stress your digestive system and disrupt your gut bacteria, the very system yogurt is supposed to help. When your gut bacteria are thrown out of balance, your immune system weakens, digestion slows, and even your mood can suffer. Here's something even more surprising. Studies show that older adults who eat high-sugar dairy products for breakfast have much higher levels of inflammation within just 2 hours. And inflammation is a silent enemy. It causes stiff joints, muscle loss, and even contributes to cognitive decline. So while you may think you're nourishing your body with yogurt, you may actually be feeding inflammation that slowly wears you down. And what about low-fat yogurt? Unfortunately, that's not the answer either. When manufacturers take out the fat, they almost always replace it with sugar or artificial sweeteners to improve the taste. But fat is actually important for seniors. It slows digestion, helps keep blood sugar stable, and supports brain health. Removing it only makes the problem worse. So what's the solution? You don't have to give up yogurt altogether. In fact, plain yogurt, especially plain Greek yogurt, can be a fantastic choice. It's high in protein, which seniors need to protect muscles, and it still contains probiotics for gut health. The trick is to skip the sugary flavors and sweeten it naturally yourself. Add a handful of berries, a sprinkle of cinnamon, or even some crushed nuts for crunch. This way, you control the sugar and still enjoy a delicious, creamy breakfast. The takeaway is simple. Those colorful yogurt cups may look like health food, but they're really just sugar bombs in disguise. If you want yogurt to truly support your health, stick to plain Greek yogurt and add your own healthy toppings. Your muscles, your brain, and your energy levels will all thank you. Now, let's move on to a food that many of us grew up with: breakfast cereal. For decades, commercials told us that cereal was the best way to start the day. Bright boxes with smiling mascots, big claims like high fiber, heart healthy, or made with whole grains. It feels like a safe choice, especially when you just want something quick and easy in the morning. But here's the thing. Most cereals, even the ones marketed as healthy, are far from good for seniors. In fact, They may be one of the sneakiest and most harmful breakfast foods out there. Why? Because cereal is highly processed. That means the grains are ground down and stripped of much of their natural fiber and nutrients. What's left is basically a fast-digesting starch. When you pour milk over it and take a bite, your body digests it almost immediately, turning it into sugar in your bloodstream. And just like with instant oatmeal and flavored yogurt, your blood sugar shoots up quickly, then crashes soon after. To make matters worse, most cereals are loaded with added sugar. Some have as much as 12 to 15 grams per serving, and that's before you add milk. And let's be honest, most people don't stop at just one serving. The bowl is bigger, the box is close by, and before you know it, you've eaten double the sugar you thought you had. Now, here's why this is especially dangerous for seniors. Studies show that older adults who regularly eat processed breakfast cereals are at much higher risk of developing type 2 diabetes. Another major study found that cereal eaters were 36% more likely to develop belly fat after age 60. And belly fat isn't just about appearance. It's metabolically active, meaning it releases harmful chemicals that increase inflammation, damage your muscles, and raise your risk of heart attack and stroke. And it doesn't stop there. Many cereals are fortified with artificial vitamins and minerals. Sounds good, right? But these synthetic nutrients aren't absorbed as well by the body as the ones found in real food. So while the box may say it's full of nutrition, your body doesn't get nearly the benefit it promises. Here's another hidden problem. Many seniors choose cereal because it's soft and easy to chew. If you have dentures or trouble chewing tougher foods, cereal feels like a convenient choice. But this short-term convenience often leads to long-term harm. Instead of giving you lasting energy and strength, it leaves you drained, inflamed, and weaker over time. So what can you do instead if you need something quick? There are plenty of better options. Foods that stabilize your energy, keep your blood sugar steady, and actually protect your muscles and brain. In just a moment, we'll talk about some of those healthier alternatives. But for now, remember this. Cereal, even the so-called healthy kinds, is not the friend you think it is. The takeaway is simple. Every time you reach for a bowl of cereal, you're starting your day with a sugar and chemical cocktail disguised as breakfast. Skip the cereal aisle and choose real, whole foods that your body can actually use to stay strong and energized. Finally, let's talk about what may be the single most dangerous breakfast for seniors: white toast with jam or margarine. It's a classic. Many of us grew up with it. It feels light, quick, and comforting. Just pop a slice of bread in the toaster, spread on some jam or margarine, and breakfast is ready in under 2 minutes. No cooking, no mess, no fuss. But while it seems harmless, this simple combination may actually be the worst way to start your day after age 60. Let's start with the bread itself. White bread is made from refined flour. That means the grain has been stripped of its fiber, vitamins, and minerals. What's left is a soft, fluffy slice that your body digests almost instantly. Within minutes, it turns into sugar in your blood. And just like we've seen with oatmeal packets, flavored yogurt, and cereal, this rapid spike in blood sugar is followed by a crash, leaving you tired, foggy, and craving more food soon after. Now add the jam. Most jams are essentially sugar in a jar. Even the ones labeled as fruit spreads, or made with real fruit, often contain huge amounts of added sugar or concentrated fruit syrup. A single tablespoon can hold 3 teaspoons of sugar, and most people spread more than that on their toast. This means your light breakfast may already be giving you the same sugar hit as a slice of cake. But the real hidden danger comes from the margarine. For decades, margarine was marketed as a healthier alternative to butter, but the truth is much different. Most margarines are made from highly processed vegetable oils that have been hydrogenated to stay solid at room temperature. This process creates trans fats, which are one of the most harmful fats for your heart and blood vessels. Trans fats increase bad LDL cholesterol and lower good HDL cholesterol. They inflame your arteries, stiffen your blood vessels, and make your blood more likely to clot, all of which dramatically raise your risk of heart attack and stroke. For seniors, who are already more vulnerable to circulation problems, this makes margarine one of the most dangerous foods you can put on your plate. And here's the kicker. When you combine white bread, sugary jam, and margarine, you're giving your body 3 separate strikes at once. The bread raises your blood sugar, the jam adds even more sugar load, and the margarine damages your blood vessels. Together, they create the perfect storm for inflammation, weight gain, and cardiovascular risk. The sad part is that many seniors choose this breakfast because it feels light and easy. If you're not very hungry in the morning, toast seems like a safe choice. But light doesn't mean healthy. In reality, it's like fueling your body with sugar and damaged fat at the very time of day when your body needs steady energy and nourishment. So what can you do instead? If you enjoy bread in the morning, switch to whole grain or sprouted bread. Pair it with protein-rich toppings like boiled eggs, cottage cheese, or natural nut butter. If you like something sweet, top your toast with fresh fruit slices like banana or berries instead of jam. And when it comes to spreads, rayon butter in small amounts is far safer than margarine because it doesn't contain harmful trans fats. The takeaway is simple. White toast with jam and margarine may be quick and comforting, but for seniors, it's one of the most harmful breakfasts you can eat. By swapping it out for whole grains, natural spreads, and real food, you protect your heart, your brain, and your energy, so you can start each day stronger and healthier. Now that we've covered the 4 worst foods, let's turn to the exciting part. The 4 must-eat breakfasts that can actually reverse damage, protect your brain, and keep your muscles strong. Tiny seeds. Huge power. Chia seeds may not look like much, but when soaked in water or almond milk, they form a gel-like pudding that works wonders for your body. Just 2 tablespoons give you 10 grams of fiber and 4 grams of omega-3 fatty acids, nutrients that fight inflammation, keep blood sugar stable, and support healthy muscles. Research shows that seniors who eat more fiber and omega-3s have better insulin sensitivity, stronger muscles, and sharper memory. The beauty of chia pudding is that it digests slowly, giving you steady energy all morning. No crashes, no hunger pangs, just smooth energy that supports your brain and body. And it's easy to make. Soak the seeds overnight, and in the morning, top with cinnamon or berries. No cooking, no chewing strain, just simple, powerful nutrition. Beets for breakfast? It might sound unusual, but beets are one of the best-kept secrets for seniors. They contain natural nitrates, which your body converts into nitric oxide. This widens blood vessels, improving circulation to your muscles and brain. For seniors, that's a game changer. Better blood flow means more oxygen to your muscles, faster recovery, and sharper memory. Studies show that seniors who drink beet juice walk faster, feel stronger, and even think more clearly. You don't need to eat raw beets. Just blend cooked beets with water, lemon juice, and maybe a banana or some berries for taste. Drink it before a walk or activity, and you'll notice the difference in your energy and stamina. Eggs have been unfairly blamed for years, but the truth is, they are one of the most complete foods you can eat, especially pasture-raised eggs. They're rich in protein, which is critical after age 60 to maintain muscle. 1 egg has 6 grams of high-quality protein that your body absorbs easily. Seniors who eat enough protein at breakfast maintain significantly more muscle mass and strength as they age. Eggs also provide choline, a nutrient that protects the brain, and vitamin D, which strengthens bones. When cooked gently in olive oil or grass-fed butter, eggs become a powerful, filling, and brain-boosting breakfast. Finally, the food I recommend most: wild blueberries. These small, Dark berries are loaded with antioxidants called anthocyanins that protect your brain and muscles from aging. Studies show that seniors who eat wild blueberries daily improve memory, focus, and energy within weeks. They also reduce inflammation in the body by more than 50%. Add them to chia pudding, blend them into a smoothie, or enjoy them plain. Wild blueberries are not just fruit, they're medicine for your brain and body. So my friends, here's the bottom line. Breakfast can either build you up or break you down. The wrong foods, instant oatmeal, flavored yogurt, cereal, and white toast, cause inflammation, weakness, and faster aging. But the right foods, chia pudding, beet smoothies, eggs, and wild blueberries, can heal your body, fuel your brain, and keep you strong and independent for years to come. Now, I want to ask you, which of these swaps will you try first this week? Let me know in the comments below. I read every one. If this video helped you, please give it a like so more seniors can discover these life-changing tips. And don't forget to subscribe for more weekly content that helps you stay strong, sharp, and healthy after 60. Remember, your mornings matter more than you think. Choose wisely, and your body will thank you all day long.